that's a bad boy. Great poise. High IQ basketball player. Understands the size, understands pace and tempo. I mean, he's ahead of his time.
It's a buzzkill, great guy, worked hard. Unfortunately, the injuries shortened his career. Just pretty much one of those things where you pray for him. Hopefully, the next phase of his life is better.
You feel for someone that has to go through something like this. A young guy in his prime, he still wants it, but his body just can't hold up.
From 2006 to 2010, Brandon Roy was already on his way to become an NBA legend. He was already a Rookie of the Year, 3 times All-Star, made 2 All-NBA teams, and averaged up to 23 points a game. He was viewed as one of the best NBA players in the league.
Roy's probably the best player I've ever played against. To me, he's the best shooting guard. Not on defense now. His defense is kind of suspect, but he's the best player I played against.
In the 2010-2011 season, Roy started the first month of the season scoring at his normal rate, but by December it started showing that his knees, which have bothered him since college and were injured in April, were ailing due to lack of cartilage. He missed 9 games before the Trail Blazers announced that he would be out indefinitely. On January 17, 2011, Roy underwent arthroscopic surgery on both of his knees.
The scans have improved from the last ones, and he thinks it's still improving, somewhat slowly, so he doesn't want me to rush right back to the court.
Once he came back, Brandon wasn't the same player. He was being viewed as a former superstar on his last legs, forever destined to be a contributor off the bench. He'd still probably have a decent career, but he wouldn't provide us with the same thrills as he once did.
Right now, still a process, and it's just something that, I got to deal with and not get too anxious over it.
He was just trying to get into a rhythm.
The Blazers then faced the Dallas Mavericks in the first round of the 2011 NBA playoffs. Roy shot 1 for 8 the first 2 games, including a Game 2 where he saw only 8 minutes of playing time and went scoreless. He expressed his frustration about being the last substitution during the first 2 quarters and playing for 8 minutes after getting 26 minutes in Game 1.
Yeah, I just want to be in there, not just where it comes to like big shots, but just big moments. Like you said, it's tough. I think everybody was a little upset after losing both of those games, and we felt like we had an opportunity to go there and try to get a game.
But in Game 4, the magic happened.
What was for 3.5 quarters one of the most anemic playoff performances in franchise history quickly turned into one of the greatest playoff comebacks in franchise history as the Blazers stormed back from 23 down.
The Portland Trail Blazers were down 67-44 with 1:15 remaining in the third quarter. That's when Brandon Roy, coming off January's midseason surgery on both knees, proved he still has some life in those legs. After hitting a three-pointer to close out the third quarter, Roy led one of the biggest comebacks in NBA playoffs history.
Game 4 from the Rose Garden is underway. The Dallas Mavericks lead the series 2-1, coming away with the win in game number 3. Roy, there you go, run right at the rim. Akovic, Roy's on him. So Akovic, too strong. Marion has it knocked away. Fernandez now to Roy. Can they get something going here at the end of the third? Roy got it! It's all earned here in the second. He has the last 8 points for Dallas. Roy gives it up. Batum!
3, and he made a big 2, just kind of keep him at bay.
Roy in the second half. Roy on the inside.
Getting in that post and shooting that little jump hook.
Aldridge. Roy, second chance opportunity. Roy over Dirk, and Roy's got a dozen. Roy, crossover, step back. Roy, 12 of his 14 in the second half. Matthews curling.
Years with this guy with the ball in his hands, and he delivered many times. With touching left at the rim. Right now, Brandon Roy's feeling it.
I need everything you can.
Wallace. Here's Roy. It's a 2. Double-double performance for Sean Marion here in Game 4. Brandon Roy, chance to tie it. All reversed.
Yeah.
After checking the video. Roy for the lead. Roy has scored or assisted on the last 16 Blazer points. 12 points, 2 assists. 3 on the clock. Roy, step back. Roy, no. Kid, remember, no timeouts. Here's Terry. No.
Just with everything I've been through this year, I mean, there were times I didn't know if I would play basketball again. You know, in the business situation, we were down 20 points, and I just said, I'm going to play. I got nothing to lose. I didn't know if I'd be able to play basketball at a high level again. And to play, you know, the way I did tonight was special. It means a lot to me.
Making that comeback, you know, I never, you know, thought we were going to, you know, win the game, but I was like, let's just push and try to put some pressure on them.
Brandon Roy, after just 5 years in the NBA, forced to retire, lacking cartilage in both knees. This is just a gigantic bummer as we start the 2011-12 season.
He's one of the great players in the league the past few years, but he's had degenerative knees for so long, and he's finally going to, according to sources, hang it up for medical reasons.